Welcome back to Ember Knights. I'm Arima, and we're going to dive right into a run. We are grabbing the boomerang today. I don't have any ash invested in unlocking any of the mods on the boomerang quite yet, but I kind of just needed a break. I was kind of trying to force a scythe run last time, and kind of burned me out on trying to get that done, even though I do like the scythe quite a bit. I kind of feel like I just needed something a little different, really. So we're just out of the blue going to do a boomerang, and one of the major goals of this is to kind of just see how far we can get, and ideally, we're also going to... Oof, that was a bad hit. We're also going to hope to try and get as much ash as possible. We don't really still care too much about Ember. I never cared about Ember, and still we got it all done, really. We have enough Ember at this point that any Ember that we get is probably going to go to the shop and getting runs that start a little more interesting or stronger. We have the shock room with the boomerang. Might as well just get more things to throw at our enemies. We had a little bit of a upsurge today, at the time of the recording at least, where through one circumstance or another, YouTube actually put my videos in recommendations or something like that. YouTube recommending, and a bunch of people saw it, and out of the bunch of people who saw it, some people actually decided to subscribe and stick around. So if there's people who are actually following this series, then welcome. You know, if anyone has anything that they want to say or comment on, or any suggestions, please feel free to, say your piece. Be glad to hear it, but glad to even take criticism if that's necessary, I suppose. I don't really like Pilot Light. I keep looking at Pilot Light, but I really don't like it. We're gonna roll again real quick. Not a lot of great options. As a meme, I'm going to take the Meteor. That would be currently 4 HP. So if you were wanting to make the Meteor work, as a legendary with such an effect, you would want to have more HP. Because once you have more HP, then 10% of your HP becomes a less, let's say, indomitable number. Oh, man. We're about to see a freaking Meteor in here in a second. Although with 8 HP, I don't think I'll survive the Meteor getting summoned, so it'll kind of just be a fancy way to die. We're going to come over here and grab this right away. Whew. Okay. I have noticed that part of the difficulty increase that we're experiencing is probably the extra speed that I gave these guys. I don't consider changing the run modifiers, sure, but I don't think we've put it at a point where it's impossible. If I did, I wouldn't still be trying. I do believe in fair and interesting difficulty, and there are some pretty crazy things in this game that you can do to become powerful, so I feel like it's fair to make the enemy strong too. Plus, like I've said before, the real answer is to just stop getting hit. If I stop getting hit, then I won't die so much. I mean, look at that. That was actually some pretty good damage. Vigor or precision? Well, I mean, I guess we lean into a little bit of vigor at the beginning here, especially whenever we don't really have a plan or necessarily an idea of what we're going to be doing with this run. I'm kind of just taking things as they come, looking for good things. Never really a bad strategy to just try and let the run dictate itself on how good it's going to be. Oh, I really thought that was a perfect skill cast. Oh well. If you guys are going to be interested in roguelike games, then I'm probably going to be playing a lot of them. I like hard games, I like roguelike games, I like games that challenge me. I'm not really a huge fan of puzzle games or anything like that, but I like anything that has like the action and thought to it at the same time. And there was this kind of funny thing with me where I'm actually freaking terrible at strategy. Like, I am absolutely garbage at strategy. So I actually enjoy games that have a combination of strategy and action, because I'm pretty decent at the action, at least amongst the peers that I can compare myself to. So because of the fact that like I'm decent at the strategy, or decent at the action, the strategy component of it actually like makes it interesting for me, because if it was a pure action game and there's no strategy whatsoever, then I actually kind of get bored. I'm not saying it's because I'm like super good or something like that. I'm not some badass, you know. But like, I at least generally overcome the action part of it quick enough that I lose interest. Not necessarily saying that I like kick its ass or anything, but I do lose interest. So having the strategy part of it that I'm naturally bad at makes it more interesting for me. Every time I defeat an enemy, you get a ghost. A perfect skill freeze is actually quite good. And I can't afford anything else. Okay. Because if I can't dodge them, then I could just freeze them. Unless I just keep missing. Oh, look at that double freeze. That's very nice. So we're currently at the point where 6 HP. Oh, you can't even see the meteor. That's really unfortunate. I think I heard it vaguely in the background for a moment. Okay. I'm really stubborn. I'm gonna have to warn you. I am really stubborn. Defeating an enemy, there's a chance you conjure one people. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and we're going to take the scythe again. I don't apologize. I really want to make this work. The scythe is easily my favorite weapon in this game, and I think it's a good weapon. I really do. We're just not getting the strategy. We're not getting the modifiers, the relics, in order to support how bad we are at the game. I mean, look at this. It's a melee weapon that has a backup of like a status effect, and it has range attacks, and it has a really cool moveset, and it makes me look like the bad guy in the game, which I'm always a fan of. You know, a little bit of a super villain here. Not super villain, but you know. Ooh. Wow, okay, so he hit me. He actually hit me, but the particle of his attack vanished the second that I cleared the room. So because of that, I survived. Well, not survived. I mean, I was going to survive either way. Seriously, because of the extra move speed, these frickin' caterpillars in this first level are potentially some of the most damaging enemies. Like, I take more damage in the first level from the caterpillars than I do in the second and third levels from much stronger enemies, just because the extra attack speed that I've given the enemies just really does a ton of damage. We learned last time that burn is kinda hilarious because burn goes through shields. So if someone has a shield on them, they actually take the burn anyways. They just continue to take burn damage, despite the fact that they should, by all rights, gamer logic, be invulnerable. The extra damage on the first hit here is actually doing some stuff too. Just wait for their attack and come in afterwards. There we go. Oh, hi. We got another unlock. I'm kind of surprised that I'm not out of those. Although I realize now that the game has actually told me exactly how many I have left to get, so. Burn and poison. just going to do a full dot run here on top of the slash that I have. If I get anything that says, you know, killing enemies with status effects, it's going to be pretty good. Whew. Maybe I try one run without the attack speed. Maybe the attack speed is what is imbalancing this and making it suddenly so incredibly difficult. I mean, I will say, even whenever we were playing on normal difficulty without all of these extra modifiers, I actually found these enemies already very hard. So, okay, I was about to say the word somehow we have 8-1 HP. So, is it me, or is it the modifiers? Oh, yeah, I guess we have a thing here. What is it? Stun an enemy, deal increased skill damage. That's something. That exists. Okay, so we have enemy HP, enemy move speed. Move speed's not that big of a deal, right? Damage, attack speed. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of the attack speed. And Matt's HP 1. That is legitimately insane. Still, disable a skill slot is just less fun. Fewer shops. Maybe we do have fewer shops. You know, this doesn't really affect me as much, because what you end up doing is you just spend all your money in one shop. Countdown timer, I'm not interested in. And relic limit, I'm also not interested in, because with the relic limit, again, just kind of like the extra skills. Yeah, it makes me weaker, but it's also just kind of less fun. One of the points of a roguelike game, especially, you know, an action roguelike game like this, is to have these crazy builds that come out of having all of these different skills, right? To be honest, I don't notice the difference. Maybe I'll get hit less, and maybe that'll be the difference. Like, there's basically what it came down to is they're doing their little telegraph saying, "Hey, I'm about to attack," right? And then the difference between the time of them doing the telegraph and them actually releasing the skill seems to be what changed. It's like basically their whole animation speed got changed. Oops, kind of just walked into that one, huh? I mean, see, doesn't change the fact that I'm playing bad. Kill this crystal because I don't have any burn damage right now, and finish him off with the cloak and dagger. Let's see, perfect skills, stun an enemy, get skill damage, stun, perfect skills. Healing's increased. I will say another thing about this game is that they really could do with a lot more relics and then more skills. If you just had more of those things and maybe some enemy variation per run, you know, it would go a long way. That's hilarious. I really don't want to take it again. I know it's really strong, but like if you win a run with the same relic again, the same epic relic that is just like really powerful, then like, have you really won 2 runs, or have you just won the same run twice? I will also say one of the big reasons I'm not taking it is because it legitimately got boring. Like, I was fully aware while I was playing that it was not only the reason I was winning, but I kind of like, I got the opportunity to stop paying attention. But we're gonna stop operating on it. It's a good thing. If you're playing this game, then don't be afraid to take it. It's not gonna win the game for you. You still gotta play. But it's easily probably one of the most powerful relics in the entire game. Pairs really well with like extra healing, or basically all of the things that give you things regarding perfect skills. So, and you know, there's kind of a lot of that. So, you know, there is kind of a unique opportunity here with this weapon that I just noticed. Is that you can kind of do that side hit that you get in some Souls games, where you, instead of directly attacking your enemy, you kind of swing near them, and this has such a wide sweep to it that you can hit them anyways. I actually really do think that this attack speed difference has made a little bit of a difference. Oh, I totally thought he was here to buff someone. No, he's just here to chat. Guess he's lonely. Not gonna let them get me. The caterpillars, they're coming for me. Oh, sorry. You know, sometimes I legitimately think that this first area has some of the hardest enemies. I mean, what do you do about an enemy that literally just has an open hitbox coming at you at all times? And these guys? It is very hard in the middle of all that chaos to see one tiny little pink particle coming at you, and as soon as that particle hits the ground, you take damage. Meanwhile, in later levels, everyone has a little bit of a telegraph. I don't know if you saw it there, but I was kind of going for that as well, is the idea of just like saving my third attack and then swinging it around me instead of aiming it directly at someone. Okay, we got a mini-boss, which ironically with these run modifiers is kind of a break from how hard the runs are outside of the fights. I mean, compared to the room we literally just came from, I feel like my chance of being hurt on this mini-boss is like negligible to near zero. Meanwhile, the room we just came from, I felt like my chance of not getting hurt was, I don't know, impossible. The fact that I didn't take even more damage than I took, it just seems incredulous to me. It's like in this difficulty, the role of the mini-bosses and the role of the little rooms has flipped completely on its head. The little rooms are where you take the damage, and the mini-bosses are kind of just like a free reward and a slight reprieve between your next thing. Yeah, look at this. There's a interesting interaction with the scythe and objects. There's actually a patch that just recently happened. It's talking about repairing scythe hitboxes. I really expected him to be stunned, so I kind of just took a hit for that. Oh, that would have been cool if there was friendly fire there. I actually managed to get that to come back and hit his friend, but friendly fire did not exist. In the face of this choice, I am going to take agility, and I saw at the last second there that I just left behind some gold. Well, I guess with less shops, it doesn't matter as much. Actually, that's a good question. If we have less shops, what are we getting in exchange? Like, I don't think there's less rooms, right? Well, we did our second skill, so this will help. Going to go ahead and focus down this caterpillar early here. I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel like we're playing a little bit better here. Of course, of course. That's just how things work, right? Ooh. We got an apple that we can slice up. Some skill damage, and then a new skill. I do like Knight's Charge a lot. I know that I'm kind of just picking right away, and I have a reroll ability, but I kind of saw these and it went immediately. Yeah, that sounds good. See, Knight's Charge has this beautiful stun component to it, which is always useful in this game to have a stun. Wow, that stun actually has a giant AoE to it too. Hot damn. I actually never knew that. I missed that guy by a pretty significant chunk. And still stunned him. Yeah, another elite. See, it's just the same elite too. There is other elites, right? You know, you could have given me the roly-poly guys, the spinny guys. It'd be really funny to see like an elite caterpillar hive. I wonder if there are other elites, and then this is just like maybe a bug or something. Because it kind of seems odd to me. Got him. We're going to go ahead and cut that up for more damage. I mean, how are we doing? Only 20? Yeah, that's kind of my point. Whenever I use a skill, weapon attacks add burn. That's not bad. When you hit with a weapon attack, you poison. That could be very good. Yeah, let's go ahead and stack up poison. There's a lot of things that deal with poison, and it's about as good of a choice as any. And if it works the way that I think it does, it's just going to kind of continuously stack up poison on enemies. I just realized that we actually didn't get a shop at all. We have 350 money as well. This is Scrixa, the original version of this boss. So no alternate today here. Already got him down past the first phase. But now they bring out dangerous cockroaches, or sorry, dangerous caterpillars. That was way too early. I am in utter shock that I dodged both of those. There we go. I was a little worried there at the end that I was going to take a bunch of unnecessary damage, especially now that one of our modifiers says that we don't heal after this. So that damage does stick around now. We got some crit chance and move speed. I'll take it. I don't think we made this. No, we're still pretty far off. I think we have to come to the realization that we're not going to be making those timers anymore. There's a part of me, mind you, it's a small part of me, it's a part that I refuse to give into, that is kind of curious what speedruns of this game look like. I'm curious like what kind of weapons they use and what kind of things that they do. But at the same time, I'm also really not. I took the lower skills because we have the thing that gives us armor for the record. So it's kind of just a survival pick. Look at this. Compared to caterpillars, archers are nothing. I wish I was kidding, but that is like 100% honest right now. And I think that these archers in this tier 2 area are way easier than the caterpillars in the tier 1 area, which are almost like meant to be like a joke ad. But there ends up being so many of them that, like, I legitimately don't know how to dodge their damage sometimes. Kind of just yeet their whole selves at you. Body and soul. Ooh. That poison really does start to stack up. I was seeing like 8s there for a bit. And there is a bunch of perks that make poison even better too. So we could probably get this going. In fact, there's one that I'm really looking forward to, where it says that whenever we defeat a poisoned enemy, we get a bunch of gold. Now, mind you, we don't get a lot of shops in this run, right? But we could kind of guarantee that we get something that we want by just having a lot of gold when we do go into the shop. This is working out pretty well. This is working out pretty well. Okay, cut up another apple. I almost wanted to say sashimi, but that is 100% the incorrect word. Full armor, so there's no reason to blow our cooldown outside of a fight. These guys are a lot like those poison guys from the first area, where it's like, by the time you realize that they're putting down their thing, it's too late to dodge. So you almost have to, like, realize there's one of them in the room and be ready to dodge right away. I have 750 gold. Can I please have just one shop? I know that there's still going to be one shop somewhere, right? Whew. Come on. Not much you can do about me, sir. These walls are kind of funny. I don't know what you think they were going to do. I can legitimately roll through them. And finished you off. Flawlessly. In fact, I actually came in and left this place with more food than I had. Ooh, here we go. So, skills poison. Don't really need that. Whenever you use a skill, you gain skill damage. Wait, for 3 seconds. Okay. First weapon hit does burn. We're going to go into ahead and reroll because we have a lot of money. Upon death, you revive a full heal. Doesn't really help us, to be honest. Stun an enemy afflicted by a status effect takes damage. Does only 25 damage, though. Okay, we're going to go one more time. That's really good. That is very, very good. And we have enough for one more reroll, so we're going to do it. Burst of poison. Well, I guess we can just go for, like, the, Wait, did I press the wrong button? I pressed the wrong button. Okay. Go for the, more damage there. I was really hoping to find something that would heal us more, but I was kind of afraid to keep rerolling into Oblivion. Oh wow, you can really see the poison burst. How much poison damage is he taking? That's pretty good. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. How much does it say? How much poison? It just says burst of poison. So, I guess I basically have like a guaranteed poison up on people all the time then. apologize for being so quiet. I am kind of terrified because... Not because it's going bad, but honestly because it's going well, and it hasn't for a little while, so I'm kind of trying to play really well right now. I'm putting a little bit more effort into it than I have in recent memory. And it does mean that the commentary kind of falls to the side. Mimic King. There's a good chance this won't do anything for me, so top left. Okay, so he does this little switcher at the end, so it's one of these two. Basically have a 50% chance. I'm going to go with this one. I did actually get it. Okay. Heal 50 HP. I'm really fine with that. Defeat a first enemy in the room at Frost Nova. That's okay. That is, like, just okay. We're going to take the power, because, well, if we kill everything really, really fast, it can't kill us back. Ash. I am happy to see an Ash run. Even if it does mean... more difficult room. Ooh. Sort of a bad hit to take there. You know, in comparison to the good hits, I guess. I countercharged that guy, just charged right back at him, because I knew that if I charged him, he wasn't going to hurt me. Oh, he's dead. He died to the poison. That's awesome. I was focusing on the wizards at the time, and I actually just didn't even notice. Got a bunch more crit chance. We're up to 12%. On top of the fact that with how we have our scythe set up right now, it does actually give us a little bit more crit chance by having enemies be cursed for our special scythe curse. The one that has a weird name that I cannot remember the name of. Slash. Yeah, Slash. Okay, yeah, the damage here is pretty good, Between auto-poisoning and some decent skills, and the fact that Scythe kind of scales its own damage over time, and then I also got this thing that says, you know, kills that scale my damage. Do I want a new skill? No, I think I'm actually kind of fine with these. So we're going to go for the stats. Kind of poisoned him by proxy there. Not going to get me with that again. That stun on that charge, on top of being very satisfying to just charge into enemies, is really effective. Ooh. You got me, sir. Yep, you got me fair and square. It's okay. Got you back. Still damage. Not the worst. I'm gonna go for crit chance. There's a lot of things in this game. A lot of very, very good things. Including a thing that I have tried to get multiple times now, which is skills that oops, I just ate that apple. But skills that no, that's not it. Healing that comes off of crit chance. So this guy killed us last time, but it's not necessarily going to be the same one. Glacial Despot. So this is actually the base one. So this is just going to be a win, more or less. Is he still taking poison damage? No, he's legitimately invulnerable. That's a little unfortunate. Did manage to get a bunch of extra damage on him at the end there. Very nice. Getting a little bit more accurate with these swords because of being in a later phase. And he's down. Yeah, I fought him a bunch of times, and even on top of fighting him a bunch of times, the initial version of him is very easy. And I had a moment of panic when I realized that there's a possibility that it was going to be the Blizzard version, which spams his hardest to dodge attack like crazy. And I wasn't sure if I was wrong. Ooh, is this actually open? I made one of the time challenges? Well, this is officially a good build now, isn't it? We're gonna go ahead and upgrade the skills. We're doing a good job with our skills, and they're kind of doing a good, decent amount of work on this run for us, so we'll reward them by making them stronger. This is the first time we've gone into Whitesbury in probably 6 or 7 runs now. So that's pretty exciting. Let's not mess it up. I'd be kind of excited to see a physical damage run pop off where we have just a whole bunch of defeat a frozen enemy and you heal. Okay, so do we freeze? We only freeze on this, but now that we have this, we can kind of start looking for freeze. In fact, if another skill roll comes up, we might even do that as well. You know, just try and get like the freeze circles or something. And I think if you can imagine it, you could we could have it set up so that we kind of rush in with the charge while we have the freeze on. Oh, here's a skill selector as well. Okay, I think we have a bunch of rerolls for this as well. I know it's a little risky to buy something that we actually have no way of synergizing with, but it's kind of how you have to do it in this game. You have to go for the powerful things and then make them powerful yourself, intentionally. Okay, so we're looking for a way to freeze. Arlen Slice has a freeze on it, but it's not consistent. Warrior Mists does as well, but not consistent. Frost Wall, that'll do. So we're going to keep the charge, because the charge is carrying us, and we're going to do Frost Wall. And see how this goes. Probably should have saved it, to be honest, until the enemies were a little bit lower HP. But, ooh, 3 damage heal as well. I don't know why I said damage. So I think I'm going to try and use it to finish enemies off whenever possible. Yep, there's another 3 damage heal. Okay, 3 HP heal, that is. That's agility, so we're going to go for the... I honestly think that this is very interesting strategy as well. It's more interesting than just, oh, you get a perfect and you heal. Has a lot of potential for being pretty strong, too. Like, I don't think this is just a joke ability. I was legitimately quite excited to see this. Because as we've said before, the later levels, the later parts of these levels, you basically don't have a choice. You have to have healing. Kind of just practicing it. I know I don't really need the heal right now. Just getting used to it. Pick up the Ash, puts us up to 5. Crit chance, and a little bit of max HP. Can I do anything with this? I wish I had... I would have been cool. I wish I had the ice. Maybe I can make like frozen food or something like that. I just double froze those guys. If I can get the thing that gives me extra charges on my skills now, so I can freeze more often, it'd be really cool. Just a little bit of extra money that we will like never freaking spend. Okay, we don't need the heals, so just use your freeze right away. Slow her down. Go ahead and break these up while she's casting a skill that I can't do much about. I'm gonna eat 1. I did not roll into that. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to call some actual BS on the hitbox there. I rolled and the chains kind of yanked me from like a couple feet away. I did not roll into them. officer, there was no rolling happening. Ooh, okay. We have healing, sure. But we still have to play the game correctly. Be nice if we can get more freeze. Having a freeze on a rather long cooldown skill is going to be something, but not the best. I don't think that healed us. Oh, killing the little ads with freeze does heal us. Actually, these count as kills too. I think I just got a damage upgrade from that. Ooh, I almost stepped right out of the level. I also ate an apple by accident. I mean, I suppose I could probably start eating apples because I have this... I have 52 attack. I have this thing that is buffing my attack every time I get melee kills. So I do actually have quite a bit of attack coming my way. Oh, werewolf. I need werewolves to not exist. No furry zone. Yeah. How do you feel about it? Yeah. How do you like that? How do you like it whenever people charge back at you? Not fun, is it? Oh, yeah. It's another one of those attacks where, by the time you realize it's happening, if you haven't already done something about it, it is too late. Ah, more crit chance. Yes. Okay. Crit chance pairs really well with the high base attack damage. We had that really nice heal there, and I was really proud of it. And then at the almost the exact same time, we took damage from this mofo, Skeletor, statue thingy. Across the room, take him down. Okay, we're doing pretty good, all things considered. An extra Ember room. This is probably maybe replacing a shop or something. Weirdly enough, I kind of want to find the real one last, if possible. You're going to cast magic, I'm going to cast magic too. And I'm just going to miss you. And it was just for intimidation factor all along. Yeah. Yeah, got the freeze kill on him at the end. Got a little bit of HP off of it. Kind of curious to see how our damage is doing. 57. Not terrible, not terrible. We're going to go ahead and take the fountain. We do have some healing, sure. But, feel we're nearing the end here, and if we go just with the healing at the boss, yep, then it wasn't going to get us the full for the boss, but that does. And to be honest, I had 165 HP. We don't super need the vigor. It is cool that we're taking a spirit into this, though, kind of bringing him to get revenge, as it were. Poltergeist. This is another new one. Hey, I recognize that attack. That's an attack from the boss from the third area. I mean, he doesn't do it like this, obviously. That's a pretty cool tat. Glad there's absolutely no telegraph for it. This guy just does not care about my stuns. Jeez. That is one fucking hell of a attack, to be honest. I had killed one of his little statue thingies while it was frozen, but apparently wasn't good enough. What's this going to be? Okay, this round again? Okay. I can handle this. Especially because this is like all you're doing right now. If this was happening while like he was on screen doing other things, that would be really terrifying. Because that's a lot of these guys. This again, I see. Hey, I did a little bit of healing off these guys if they're frozen. Not the easiest thing to do consistently. Might be able to position myself to, yep, freeze this one, get healing. Something. Yes, okay. Whew. Okay. That was a little bit harder than the old Poltergeist. I don't know if like he's gonna be able to ever kill me. But I'll admit, I was stressed. Oh, he gave us a relic orb. Very nice. He also gives us full healing. I used to doubt this, but now I kind of understand why it's here. Ooh, we actually got really close. We were only about a minute off, which in the grand scheme of things is pretty close. I'll go ahead and tell you. We made it back to Anvil with all of these incredible relic difficulties. Unless we get a lot stronger, I don't actually see us winning this run, but I'm honestly pretty proud of myself for even getting this far. I think the things that we'd be looking for is new ways to freeze, possibly more synergies with either stun or poison, or freeze, that is, really. And a lot more damage. A lot more damage would be really nice. Oh, that's really good. But we don't have a way to freeze multiple times. That's a risk. That's a huge risk. Do any of these drastically improve our abilities? This would add 3 damage. Okay, we're gonna take this and just hope that we get a relic. Maybe from a shop or something like that. That allows us to add more freeze into our build. Ooh. I kind of just press buttons there. No joke. Just press buttons. These rooms are going way smoother than I would have ever had any right to expect them to. Our first elites. Just in time for me to have said that I thought that we were doing well. As soon as the stun wears off, you can follow up with a freeze. Can't damage those. Good to know. Wow, that froze lasted no time at all. And we got the freeze kill off on him. Heck yeah. We're still going to take the extra damage. It all adds up. Okay, we have 900 money, but we only have... Actually, I don't think we have any useless relics. I think we go for the money, for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, because this is the most healing that this can give me. Skills poison. None of that is useful. Let's go again. Fire, that. No. Okay, but this is probably going to be have to be our last one here. Whenever you heal, your crit is increased for 3 seconds. We don't really heal that often. Costs 300 to reroll again. I mean, bonus damage against stunned enemies is not useless, and then I guess we can take this as well. I was really hoping for something better. I mean, okay, so the bonus damage against stunned enemies is pretty good, considering we can guarantee a stun. Yep, that's actually really good. Okay. There we go. I just needed you out of the lightning. I mean, like, seriously. Stop hiding. What are you hiding from? Why are you running? That's the meme. You guys are gonna learn this real fast if you stick around, but I suck at remembering things. I suck at remembering how things are said and common phrases and stuff like that, and I get them wrong consistently. In often great hilarity to my friends and family. Basically, people use my own name, my real name, as a name for the language in which I speak. And they say that it's in all good fun, but they say it a lot for how much fun it is. Oh, I'm not mad. It kind of sounded like I was mad there about it, but no, it is actually legitimately quite funny. Fortunately, I am... Oh, wow, I just one-shot that guy. I wasn't actually hoping to one-shot that guy. I was hoping to not one-shot that guy. We have a lot of damage, so I'm going to take Vigor. And, believe it or not, I am going to eat this apple. Because I think 5 healing right now is valuable. This might be an alternate of this boss that I've not seen. I'm not sure. Yes, this is an alternate of this boss I haven't seen before. Holy crap, is he fast. What are you doing? Not a fan of that. Still got him, but like, dang, he took a chunk out of me. Whew. 42 HP left. Jerk. Whew. Basically, every room has become tense at this point. Okay, let's see if we can get some healing off this guy. It's only 3, but it's something. Go ahead and eat these apples. Hate to do it, but needs must. Hungry and starving. Vigor or power? Well, I mean, we generate power just by existing, so we're gonna go for Vigor. If you think about it, in a way, it's sort of a type of healing. Oh, that was so insanely painful. Oh. That was a room. Well, like I said, that's effectively 10 healing. we got another shop back to back, even though we are not supposed to be getting that many shops. And some of those things would have been nice, but some randomly got a shop back to back. And I can't re-roll you because you're still insanely expensive. So that's where all of our shops went. Well, there's a fountain. Okay, so we have to make it through this. Just take your time and play really well. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I even managed to get 2 heals off. Amazing. Completely unnecessary and amazing. I mean, I don't mean, like, completely unnecessary, but, like, I didn't have to do that. I would have been smarter to just kill them, but, like, amazing that I managed to do it. Okay, we have an amount of HP. That is... Okay, and this is the boss. Thank goodness. But this is going to be an alternate version of this boss. Okay, so this could be really easy. This could be really hard, or this could be a version of this boss we've already fought before. In which case, it's kind of up in the air. He has a bunch of explosives on the ground. I think this is the version we fought with the staff earlier. And if it is, he's a very easy version. But the names are so similar that, like, it's... Oh, that is definitely new. He exploded? Did you go and get a new mech? I think you went and got a new mech. I don't know what those do. I don't like them. I think they're gonna explode. They're gonna explode and make little waves on the ground or something. Oh, he's gonna suck them into himself. Oh, each of them makes a tornado, I think. Hate to really seem like a coward here, but to be honest, I am. Ah! So long range all of a sudden. Oh my god! What did he die to? Did he die to poison? I actually legitimately have no idea, but I am really happy it happened. I mean, I think I slashed him at the end there, and I every attack poisoned, so... Oh... I was just so focused on dodging that I wasn't even paying attention to his HP. There's no way we got that, right? Holy crap, we got it! Got 2 in a row! Damn. Okay. I mean, 6 attack power is legitimately a lot, but we can't just get crit. Oh. Okay. This is Nethera. I am beyond belief that we made it this far. Just gonna go ahead and call it. We're not winning, but it has made me beyond happy that we have achieved what we have achieved so far, and as has been established, I am not a quitter. So we can see what this will do. I actually legitimately think that poison wave is really doing a lot for us. Like, I see it hitting a lot of people. Whew. Okay. Not doing great. But we are alive. And we did just technically heal. So, those are the bright sides. Okay. 1 room. 3 to go. And then a very, very, very hard boss fight. It'd be really cool if we could find one of those elite fights and then just like annihilate it or something. Ooh, I don't like these guys in melee. I froze him midair, so I couldn't hurt him while he was frozen. That's cool and lame simultaneously. Okay. You know, I feel like an idiot if one of these days I break one of these crystals and like an apple falls out of them or something. And that there is healing in this level the whole time. And that I'm just too stupid to have noticed. Oh, that was a really easy room. I think I got a tiny bit of healing from it as well. Yep, nice, nice. Like the stone, you know, nice. Fiji. Bad joke. Yeah, I don't think there's any healing in those crystals. Ah, there's a really risky, high risk, high reward part of me that's like, keep going into portals. Maybe one of these days you'll find an elite. But there's another part of me that's like, you've never found an elite in the first 4 portals. It's probably not something that exists. So I'm just like, ah. Unfortunately, his charge attack effectively nullified my potential for healing. Ooh, nice. Ah, 71 HP. We have slowly climbed up from the 60-some that we started this area with. Oh, I wish I could get in there. $80. Whew. What's our damage setting at? 94. We're easily going to break 100 damage on this run, that's for sure. We got one more of these gates. And then it is the boss fight, which is going to be pretty hard. That was a really good freeze. I am in utter disbelief that I did not just take damage. I think that's payback for that time earlier today where I took damage from something I did not take damage from. Oh, come on. Sitting me here talking in the middle of a room and getting bullied. I actually was legitimately pressing the attack button there and just like nothing happened. Okay, got a little bit of healing. We did not get the amount of ice items that you would want in order to make this run work. We're kind of just... There is an elite in one of these two portals, but we're kind of just barely eking by here. Perhaps this is going to get the opportunity to kill me personally. This kind of attitude has gotten us this far. Yeah, so, in case you didn't see my one really long episode, at the end of these modified runs, we get to go and fight a special version of Praxis who went and fought someone called the Arc. Let's check this room for healing real quick. No healing? Okay. Where he went and fought some special guy called the Architect, and basically absorbed him and turned into Special Praxis, who has extra arms. Because extra arms is how you always tell that something is a final boss. You think I'm joking, but like... I just did a lot of damage. Oh, I am so dead. Just did a lot of damage with a crit, though. This is actually a particularly deadly combo here, because if I get hit by one of these chains from this lady... Ah! I didn't even get hit by a chain. He just walked up and stabbed me. Ah, I mean, we made it to the final boss with a build that I thought had absolutely no legs under it. I am deeply shocked. That was a really, really good run. I also think on some degree I'm getting better. Stills deal bonus damage against enemies with status effects. It's almost like the Harvest Scythe is made for the Scythe. Poison has a chance to conjure lightning. Okay. Oh, and there's the ice pick again. I could easily start my next run with that ice pick and kind of just try and do an ice build from the get-go and actually win with it. Probably gonna go ahead and do that. But this has been Ember Knights, and I've been Arima. I hope you guys have been enjoying the episode, and if you got this far and you like what I've been doing, then I will be doing more in the future. Go ahead and like, subscribe if you will, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Goodbye.